Hi everyone, I'm back for another review of the year 2025, book review specifically. So may I introduce to you this book, Tithe. So this is a book authored by Holly Black. I believe she's famous now with fantasy contents. Um, Disclaimer, whatever review I may be stating here, it is in my own opinion. So again, it's a review, it's a personal opinion. Let's go with the synopsis, or just a summary. I'm just saying the summary, not the synopsis of this book, because again, it's my review. And spoilers ahead, yes, this is an old book already. I believe it's one of the. It has a three books of a modern fairy tale. That would be what you call it, the cluster of this uh, content of Holly Blacks. So the summary of this book is we have here a character named Kay, that when she was still young she could see imaginary friends. So people and her loved ones thought of her as crazy because she's talking by herself. But truthfully, in her eyes, yeah, in her eyes, obviously, they are real. Okay, so there are some moments here, interaction with her friends, teenagers. It's like the content is somewhat edgy, some angst, and hard language as well, and there's some physical contacts here that is so, for me, cringy. And they said this book is for teens, but the content is somewhat for older, somewhat there are moments of for older audiences. And with that, her mom is Kay's mom is, I believe the name is Ellen, is a part of the band. She's a musician, so her life was living or transferring different cities most of the time. So she told her mom that she wants to stay with her grandma because she wants to settle down as much as possible and focus on, she wants to stay with her friends, and she has that inkling feeling again to want to talk again with her imaginary friends. And with that, she did, at her teenage years, she did encounter them. But before she encountered them, she had an experience of what you call this, an interaction with with a certain handsome bleeding stranger. And for the first time, he told her because she asked his name. And with that, the sprites turned to appear for her to her again, and they told her a warning, never to meet that person again. So the name of that strange person or handsome man is Roy Ben. Yeah, Roy Ben. Okay, um, and they also told her this imaginary friends of her is sprites. So I believe sprites meant for mischievous kind of fairies. So, but in this case, they're very loving to her, and also obviously they're sprites. They're playful with her. They also told them, or told her, that she is not a human but a changeling. So I'm not yet sure what changeling is. I haven't googled it yet, but if you're familiar with it, please write in the comment. But she is, yeah, she's unique. And with that, they also convinced her as well that they needed their help. They needed her help for them not to be part of or to follow the rules of the silly court. Silly court are like, they look like ethereal beings. They're like the good ones, I think. So the queen there is, let me go back with my notes, is Silarial. Yeah, that's Silarial. Queen Silarial. And then for the unsilly court, these are the dark side of the fairies. The queen there is Nick Naven. Okay? So with that, the friends, the sprites, her friends, imaginary friends, but not anymore, told her that they need her for a tithe. And she did agreed. She wants to help them. And with that, she encountered so many struggles during this part of the book, to the point she wants to know herself. She got curious being a changeling. What's changeling? To the point she suddenly transformed into a green skinned lady with her features changed into something pointy ears, and her face changed as well, and she has a blossoming wings at the back. And with that, she's in the real world, so she tried to cover herself up and seek the help of someone. And that's Corny. So Corny is the older brother of her friend Janet. So Janet is very close to her. They've been messaging, I believe, by email by that time. So this age is somewhat 2000-ish. So there's no cell phone, I believe, in this time frame. So their connection is still by mailing or emailing. And with that, let's proceed. So Corny did try to help her through to the Kay telling him her real what you call this real character, not character, is it character, that she's not from the human world, she's from the fairy realm. And to the point that she tried to ask for help for Corny to go to the place of the Unseelie Court or Fey realms. And then with that, they're caught by problems, obviously. He got captured, etc. And we have here, they met the Unseelie Queen, and they are ready to kill her because she is the type. But Roy Ben gave her a hint. So Roy Ben was seen in this in the realm as the like a right hand man or right hand advisor, I think, of the queen. So like it's like second in command of the Unseelie Queen. And with that, Roy Ben remembered her, and then it's like he tried to help her. And with that, she was saved to be given as a tithe. So the meaning of tithe here is she needs to be sacrificed, and for that, another world for the sprites that are not living in the realm of Unseelie to live freely on their own. So that's the thing about their treaties about that time. So again, Roy Ben gave her a hint to Kay to command him. Thus, he saved her. The Fey politics stir problems because of this tithe got away. To the point she wants to save Roy Ben to give back to his things, the actions that he did for her. And because of that, Roy Ben got trapped as well by the new ruler of Unseelie Court, and this new ruler of the Unseelie Court is the one that serves the Seelie Queen. So the name of that new king is King Nathaniel. So he takes hostage as well of Corny at that time. So that's the friend who's trying, this is the older brother of Janet, who's trying to help Kay. In truth, the Seelie Queen and Nathaniel twisted the plan to make sure that Kay was chosen for the tithe. To make sure the Queen Nick Nevin will point on her as the suspect of the tithe choice. So the reason that Nathaniel is now the king because Nick Nevin, the queen before that, died in some of the chapters. I forgot where, but she did die. That's why Nathaniel got the throne. And they want her to have a bad reputation, but unluckily, before getting that bad reputation, she died. So that meant that the Seelie people are really bad, and especially the queen, and might have a plan to take over the Unseelie Court. Thus, they got caught by Kay, and they told her this dirty plan. Just by her brains, she got it, how things work out to the point she became the tithe or allured to it. So it is still ongoing, and that's the cliffhanger. Who took the role and the deserving of the Unseelie King and Queen? So I think they killed Nathaniel in this part. Yeah, so again, Unseelie Court has no reigning power. So that's the cliffhanger. So what I like about this book, it's only 15 chapters and the texts are very big. So it's for teens. And I finished it like less than 2 weeks. That's very rare for me. And the good intriguing thing I only like on this book is that the last chapter about the plans of the Seelie Queen to the tithe, which is Kay. She is still a mystery of how she was born as a changeling as well. And yes, good job for Holly Black for the cliffhanger at the end. So what are the dislikes? My dislikes of this book. Again, they said this is a teen book, but it has young adult or to adult motives like sexual advances, bad languages, and the flow of the story is somewhat slow for me. There are more human world content compared to the realm of the face, and that's what I'm curious more about. because again, it is a fantasy book. And my final review, I'm giving this, I'm sorry, 2 out of 5. Because I only got excited on the real suspect, which is in the last part, and the slow build of the lore and the Fey realm, or even Case and Royben's background. I'm really curious because it's only bits of information only. And also corny. I suddenly came to the picture. I don't know the relationship. Do they have a past relationship, like good friends when they were young? There's no part about that. I haven't read that part. So he's just suddenly came to the picture. Okay. So again, it's still a good writing. It's easy to understand. I just don't like the language, bad languages, the potential sexual assaults. We have different perception on this. I know. So still, I'm not sure if I'm gonna read the second book because we have here the actual book. This is again, thank you to my sister. This is your book, by the way. And for the second book, it said that it has a synopsis of a different protagonist, and or but kind of same realm of the Fae as well. With that, this ends my review. Thank you very much for your time, everyone. See you on my next reading journal for 2025, and for my another review for reading challenge for February is about romance book, and also I will reveal it on the next month. Again, thank you. Bye.